I'm now going to cover the topic of how to install a hard drive into your IQCCTV high definition DVR. So basically the procedure is the same right across the 4, the 8, the 16 way, and to a lesser extent the 32 way. I think there's separate videos for those. But I'll just give an overview. We're doing this demonstration here on the 8 way. So the first thing is, what tools will I need? You'll just need a Phillips screwdriver. In terms of the extra componentry you'll need along with the DVR, you'll need a hard drive. In this case we have an AV rated 500 gig hard drive, I think this one is. And there's a bag here, there's 4 screws in it. And what I'm going to do actually is I've already installed 2 of the screws here. What I'm going to do next is I'm simply going to come along, I'm going to use this Phillips screwdrivers, and I'm going to just screw it into this hard drive here. And I'm going to show in a second now where I'm screwing it. I'll tilt it over, you get a better idea. But you can see here there's a total of 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to screw the final screws in here. I put in the other ones just before the video just to make it a little bit quicker. Okay, so we have those 4 screws in. So that part of it is ready now. I've used the Phillips screwdriver here to remove a total of 5 screws to get the cover off here. So the screws I've removed are, there's one on this side, an identical one on the far side, and if I rotate around to the back of the DVR, here, here, and here. And at that stage then, we should be able to just slide off the cover. You can do here. And you can just see it slides off very smoothly. And just lift that off there now. Excuse me. Right. So just part it off here. So the next thing is, how are we going to come along now and connect the hard drive into the DVR? Well, if we tilt over the DVR here, we'll see here that we have a total of 4 holes here, here, and another 2 similar ones on top. And what we have there is, they're just guide holes for sliding in the hard drive. And what we'll do is we'll mount the hard drive on the base of the DVR, and we will then connect up the following cables. We have a data cable here, a SATA data cable, and we have a SATA power cable for powering the DVR, or for powering the hard drive. So what I'm going to do now is I'm simply going to get this hard drive with the SATA connections on this end, because this is where the cables are. I'm going to just slide it along underneath here, and running it underneath the cables here. And I just need to be careful here not to snag it as I go. And the idea here is simply to line this up. Now you could actually just slide the hard drive in and then come along and put on the screws afterwards, but I just found this easier. I tried it both ways to tell you the truth, and this is the easier way of doing it. So you can see here we've lined up the 4 screws here, and what we can do is I can just push this forward here now, have it tight, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get my screwdriver, first screw, second screw, third screw, and then the final screw here. And then what we'll do is we'll flip it over and I'll just connect the cables, okay? So you can see the actual installation process, very, very straightforward. From actually taking out the hard drive to being able to install it and putting the cover back on, probably take you, if you got good at this, a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. So what we have to do now is we have the cables here. So you can see here we have a long slot and a short one, and there's a little groove on each end, okay? Or on one end of each. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect the SATA one here first, the power one. And I'm just going to line this up. I just slide it in here, so you can see that's inserted successfully. And if we can do the same on the far side, I'm probably blocking the view a little bit as I do this. So just maybe rotate a little bit more this way. Don't know if you can pick up anything there really, but you'll just see anyway. It's pretty straightforward. I'm going to hold it up at the end here now so you can see. So this is the data one here and the power one here. If I wanted to actually release here, there's a quick release on this. I can push in this metal tab and it'll release it back down. So that is the hard drive actually installed into the DVR and wired up. Now the next step that we're going to cover in our next follow-on video on this is the actual formatting of this hard drive. But it's been very, very simple, straightforward process on it. So that's it anyway, an overview of installing the hard drive into your IQCCTV DVR. This one here is an 8-way, but again, it covers 4, 8 and 16.